Big hand for Tony Q, always. Big hand for Tony Q. I'm telling you, how are you, my friend?
Long time no see.
I'm telling you, I missed you a lot.
How are you? You did too. How are you? We spent a lot of time together.
Yeah, now a lot of the fans get to hear you all the time. They don't get to see you like they used to when you did your video show. So we got you on the spot. And, this is a place you can't run and hide from us.
That's right.
Is there a chance that maybe we can look at getting some videos played?
I think, we were talking about that.
And we can even add that flair of local into it. We can bring, an artist on while you're doing it. So you get that like you do, what do you play, one an hour?
Yeah. No. We play one a day.
One a day. But there's reasons for that. I'm coming from the radio business. I understand that and everything. It's all in marketing and catching those numbers and getting the ratings up and everything else. And when you're talking about playing local, you're talking about playing to a local niche. I mean,
well, one of the problems that I face every single day is because we are the only local urban contemporary station. The word local has got every artist knocking on our door for us to feature them on the air.
Right.
And if we were in a market that was about 65 miles away from a major market, things would be different.
Right.
But we're really...
You got to be selective of what you put on there. You really do. Got to be good.
So you're saying because you're so close to the Philly market and they have so many stations, you've got a hard competition.
I'm going to skip by the local a little bit because you got one of the best, hottest stations in the area. I mean, you've been at it now 12 years. We
celebrated our 11th anniversary on July 1st.
Yeah, so you've been going into the 12th year here and done it. Because you came into the market and it was raw. You know that, and there was really nothing here, and you worked hard and you've established yourself pretty well. I know that most people know and are aware of KISS 101.7.
Well, a lot of people didn't think we would make it 6 months.
Right.
There were a lot of people that were looking, conglomerates in fact, that were looking to buy the station. They looked at it and they felt that they couldn't do anything with it. Now after the first 3 or 4 years, they were all trying to buy us, but I didn't want to let it go.
Well, it's tough today to stand alone as a radio operator. I mean, you've got to be one of the, I know ILM was the only locally owned news for many, many years, and they finally sold out to a chain, so you're probably the only local operator then.
Well, I think you got two types of people. I think today radio's become more of a banking investment kind of operation. And radio's suffering from that. Then you've got the radio freaks like me, who's a radio geek, whatever you called me.
That we won't go into that.
Well, I'm a bit of a freak too. But
Golden Girls,
I watch them every night on my pillow. But then you got a radio person that's really strictly a radio person that grew up wanting to be in radio, and today it's such a privilege to be able to own and manage a radio station where it's almost like it's a privilege, and it's not meant to be a privilege.
Because you're one of those ones that grew up and that's what you wanted to do your entire life. I mean, I know of a couple of friends, I've spent some time in radio, and they're the same way, and they've got theirs, and they won't give it up for nothing. I mean, they really want to be there and being able to do a radio station the way they think it should be done.
But what a lot of people don't realize is that no one really owns their radio station. You're only issued an FCC license that gives you 8 years to operate it, and then you go under license renewals. And one of the things that people don't realize is that these conglomerates have taken, or our government really, took away the right for anyone in this room or anywhere to own a radio station. They took that away from us. By now, I would have loved to have been back home in New York City running a radio station, but I don't have $500 million sitting in a bank somewhere.
Right.
And I'm not publicly traded, and it's a shame. I think they also have segregated the music, the conglomerates, and this is something that I've been talking about for the last 11 years. They segregated the music, and when one company controls 5 or 6 frequencies in a marketplace, no more will one station play all the music, whether it's R&B, pop, you know, hip hop.
And I've noticed another thing that's taken away, and I know that you have a couple of DJs, Melly Mel's been there for quite a few years, and their own personality. I mean, you don't have a lot of radio stations. I know with yours, there's a lot more personality to it, and that's kind of what I liked about it. I mean, I like the old-time radio where a guy ain't sitting there and saying it's 5 minutes before the top of the hour, and, you know, there's some personality going on with you guys.
See, the thing is, too, lucky for me, one, I've got a great staff. Two, I don't blame my staff if the ratings go up or down. You know, I have loyalty to my employees, and the employees that I have at this station have been with me since it started 11 years, and then they were with me at my previous station down in Bethany Beach. But I don't blame the disc jockeys if the ratings go up or down, but the conglomerates use scapegoats. The managers, you know, they just say, well, let's get rid of this person, let's get rid of that person, and it's a constant changing chair, so there's no more loyalty to the DJs anymore.
Yeah, because I know in the 60s and 70s, people
you had favorite DJs.
Yeah, everybody, thousands of people would come out to see somebody.
That's right.
They go out and you know you do live, and you guys pull pretty good at live events. I've done it some of yours, so a lot more than the regular stations do today, because I think you had personality. But if you want to hear some of that personality, it's Kiss 101.7. And you can go to the website, I guess, and pick it up right there. If you don't
we stream live. Yeah, kiss1017.com.
Yeah, so you can catch it there. And it's just a privilege to have you back here. Hopefully we can convince you to come back and...
Right. Am I done already?
Yeah, pretty much. You're washed up.
You talked really slow.
Yeah, I did talk really slow.
Did we talk about the Golden? Which one of the Golden Girls do you like the most?
I love Blanche. I think she just...
With purple feet and all, huh?
No. That's Blanche is the one that's always talking about sex.
Sex, right?
Yeah, you're dreaming, I'm telling you.
I would love to have.
But right now, we're going to take a commercial break. One of the things that when you're looking at local, you might want to take a look at this guy here. Is Amaze, and you can catch him spinning at local clubs and everything, but he's got his brand new CD out there. You can find it on his website, and that's Amaze.com. I mean, that's it, DJAmaze.com. So if you would, Mr. DJ Amaze, spin us out of here.
Let me do my dance. Let me do my dance. Diggy, 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 diggy. Let me do my dance. Let me do my dance. Let me do my dance. Diggy, diggy. Let me do my dance. Let me do my dance. Let me do my dance. Diggy, 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 diggy. Let me do my dance. Let me do my dance. Let me do my dance. Diggy, 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 diggy. Let me do my dance. Let me do my dance. Let me do my dance. Diggy, 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 diggy. Let me do my dance. Let me do my dance. Let me do my dance. Diggy, 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 diggy. Let me do my dance. Let me do my dance. Let me do my dance. Diggy, 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 diggy. Let me do my dance. I'ma snap my fingers. I'ma do my step. I'ma snap my fingers. I'ma jerk my neck. I'ma snap